Some people work 9 to 5. Some people work night shift. I work all shifts. Okay, so I represent the hustle.
All right, guys, so if you guys are in need of workers, I do want to tell you about this app called Bacon. Someone left a comment on my last video and said they no longer use contractors, they use staffing agencies. So when I had that post-construction job, which that video is going to be dropping this week, I was like, man, this is 8,000 square feet. I need way more than just us three. So I kept looking online and trying to figure out who can I hire. So I did call a staffing agency, and to me, they were charging a little way too much. So I was like, you know what? I could try that one app called Bacon, because I tried TaskRabbit, couldn't find anyone available. So I downloaded the app called Bacon. I will leave that here. This is kind of what it looks like, and then I'll leave a link in the description box below, as well as a referral link that you can use to sign up. With that being said, let me tell you what I did. Bacon is also used for people who are looking for extra work. Okay, so if you like gig type of work, this is a great app for you. But for those who are looking for people to, whether that's cleaning, moving, whatever it may be that you need help with, this is a great app. So when I downloaded the app, I was contacted by them, and I kind of gave my description of what I wanted. So from there, they sent me a link. I was able to put my business information in. Remember, this was very last minute. I then created a shift, because that is what you want to do. So I will put a screen here so you can kind of see what it's supposed to look like, or I'll save the information for later on in the video, so that way you can see everything. Okay, I'll pre-record on my phone. When creating a shift, what you're doing is saying what you are looking for, how much you want to pay, what's the location, and a description of the job. Okay, you want to make sure you're very detailed, meaning if I need them there for 4 hours, then I'm going to put in there, I need you for 4 hours. From there, at the bottom, you're able to put how much you're wanting to pay. Now, for me, in my area, it started off at 15, and I can even go up to 19, and I can even go higher if I wanted, but their recommendation was between $15 and $19 an hour. Now, I did use someone recently for the office cleaning. As you guys know, I got a new 8,000 square foot contract. The same post-construction is now a weekly office cleaning. So that's what I did. I went on there, I created a shift, and I put on there how many workers that I wanted, and I put that I needed 4. Now, what the cool thing about this is, and I absolutely love this, if you are even looking for 1 worker, they will send you a backup worker. You don't have to pay for this, okay? They pay the backup worker. If you were to say, no, I don't need them, that's fine. They will pay them out of their pocket. But if you do need them, then you can simply go on the app and say, yes, you want them as well, or they can stay. They check in, they check out. So then you check to make sure and verify their hours, and then you get invoiced. That's what I absolutely love, because you get invoiced. Because sometimes if we're doing big projects, sometimes, you know, you're paid a deposit, or maybe you don't get paid until after the job. Maybe you have a card on file, whatever it may be. Maybe you got a lot of different jobs going on. But what's so cool about Bacon is when you post a shift, it's almost like a Craigslist ad, right? But you're posting a shift. And so you can see where you can choose automatically. People will be picked for your job, or you can pick them. But what's cool is you can see how many jobs they completed, you can see their reviews, you can see what kind of jobs they did, and you can see comments left by other employers, which is also awesome. So when I did my post-construction, I hired 5 of them, okay? And I still came out on top. I believe for 5 of them, and they weren't there for a very long time. It was like 237 or something like that. That's not bad, right? And it's really awesome. I really, really love the Bacon app. And like I said, I will leave that link in the description box below. I told him that I had a YouTube channel, and I told him I would love to share the information with you guys, because I felt like this came in handy for me 2 times already. Also, what else? Creating the shit, blah, blah, blah. And then if you choose to do so, you can hire them to work for you however you want to. But I do like using it for big jobs. I like using it for the office cleanings. And I do find that when you're on there, like, and then what's also cool is you can leave the person they're really a contractor. You can leave the contractor a review based off of how their performance was. You can also put there's a paid lunch, or there isn't a paid break, or there is a paid break or a paid lunch, however you want to do it. Like I said, they have recommendations on what you should pay. So it can be from 15 to 19, at least for my area. And I can even go up higher if I wanted. Like when I hired the girl for the office cleaning, I was doing $22 an hour. Now, I do want to say this because this is really important, and I want to make sure that I'm as clear as possible, okay? Very transparent with you guys. How Bacon makes their money. So say that I want a cleaner for 4 hours, right? 20, 40, 60, 80. 80 bucks. What Bacon does is whatever that amount is, which is 80, they're going to charge you 40% of that amount. Okay, whatever 40% of $80 is, that's how much they're going to tack on to your bill. Even if so, that is totally fine with me, okay? Just understand when you play the part of trying to pick how much you're going to pay your contractor an hour, just keep that in mind. So far for me, it has been it has been great. I have no complaints about Bacon. I do absolutely like that they have the backup person, because a lot of times, and I'm sure you guys know this too, not everyone shows up to the jobs, and it can be just very frustrating, especially if it's like something that you really need to take care of and you got to get it done in a timely manner. Also, one other thing I want to add on is keep in mind and always put the bare minimum of hours, but include in the description, we may need you to stay longer. When I say this, I'm saying if I know a job is absolutely going to take 3 hours, and it could take longer, I'm going to put in for 3 hours. That is the mistake that I did in the first beginning, was I thought I needed them for a total of 6 hours, and I only needed them for like 4. So you're charged for the amount you choose. Keep that in mind. So always put the bare minimum. And if you need them longer, then, then you can kind of, then you'll be charged for the time that you actually use after that. Also, what else? Also, in the descriptive part, make sure you tell them like what to wear. Not exactly like tell them what to wear, but when I first did the post-construction job, I had a lot of people come in I had a couple girls who had bonnets on their heads. I had one guy who was walking around with a hoodie on the whole time. And I'm just like, okay, let me make sure that I put in here no hoodies, no bonnets, okay? I don't care if it's a post-construction job. I don't want that kind of look, okay? If you're gonna come to a job prepared, not looking like you just rolled out of bed. Now, with that being said, I hired one person from the post-construction job to the office cleaning, and I also put that in there. No hoods, no bonnets, no this, no that. And she came to the job with her hair done, not how she came to the job the last time. So that is very important, because you have to also understand, if you have bosses coming on the job and they're looking around like, damn, where did she get these people? And they're kind of like, that's like a person coming to the job and they're in their PJs. You know what I mean? It's like, you have to understand that you're a business, and what they see is very important. First impressions as well. So keep that in mind. Like I said, I've talked to one of the representatives with Bacon. I will be sure to, like I said, if you want to use Bacon, you totally can. I've used it twice already. I absolutely love it. It's a great app. Just make sure that you're creating your shift and you're making sure you're putting the right time zone, because I messed up there too. And other than that, I will kind of show you guys how it goes in the next clip. Okay, so you're going to basically go here and create a shift, okay? That's what we're going to do, is we're going to create a shift. So as you can see, I already have one created as a cleaner. You're going to choose shift name, and here's where you're going to use the description and be very descriptive of exactly what they're going to be doing. Location, who to contact, which of course that'd be me, and then any additional instructions. You can also put requirements, so meaning if they need to be able to lift a certain amount, or whatever it may be. If they need certification, uniform, maybe cold weather clothing, maybe they're going to be outside, or, no tattoos, false lashes, nail polish, no jewelry, etc. Okay, you can add these in. From there, what you're going to do next is you're going to choose the date and time, and then you know, if they're going to have a lunch break or not. For here, I just chose I need 5 workers, and then you can change your hourly rate. So like I mentioned earlier, mine says 15 to 19. Now you can change that according to, you know, what you're wanting to pay, which I always like to pay a higher number. After that, so I chose my date. I can see the shift summary. So it looks from 12 to 4, 5 workers. At 15 an hour, it's going to be this amount. Okay, so just keep that in mind. You can see that how much the workers are going to get, and then you can also see where Bacon tacked on their fee. And like I mentioned in the video, they did tack on the 40%. So you can see how much that is, and that comes your total. From there, that's kind of like where it ends. So see here, you can see the workers that I've had before during past shifts, and then you can also look at your profile and things like that. Thank you guys for watching.